We're doing stickers. We did the water park yesterday. We didn't actually do it. That like.
Hey, Monster.
Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. So into the Ravens now, 3rd and 5. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
It's been a roller coaster advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing. Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A first down carry by Elliott. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5.
Kill. 27, 26.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 6-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him so far. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Now Elliott. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Again, it's Elliott, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Lance looking to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Lance. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 31. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll dive
No.
to make sure he gets something out of that one, but not much. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Working from the gun, Lance. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Throwing now is Lance. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were...
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Santos with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. These two teams all tied after one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Cantrell. He finds his target, Beckham. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking in.
That nigga trying to try to throw a dime to OBJ.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Gainwell. Will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was Kenneth Gainwell who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And we get a glance here, Charles, at his 2 touchdown runs.
And, partner, have you ever noticed that when someone scores a second time, they have a little bit of extra pep in their step? It's always, they're always fired up to score. But when you get in twice, it's almost like they're thinking, this could be the start of something really big.
Then you want number 3, right?
Oh, without a doubt. Go get it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. That sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Yates. Pass incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
To throw on 3rd down. Yates. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. $40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ooh, new tight end. Let's go.
Across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback. And so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing on first down. Cantrell. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
Oh, that's weak.
However,
That's a bucket, though.
Let's check in with our referee.
What you talking about, ref?
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Tariq Cohen taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens will extend their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the... Some space in some different ways here. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Yates. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
On 1st down, Cantrell. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Cantrell. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
God damn.
I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The screen pass here to Cohen. Able to slither by. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Cantrell going up top. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Cantrell. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Henry Ruggs. 30 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Yates. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And he will find his man on the outside. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on first down. Yates. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys...
Yeah, did he get in? Oh, he didn't get in.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Cantrell. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Lutz with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. On the return, Williams. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever. Vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love?
4 verts.
4 verts. Yeah. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep, and for him to show off that big big arm.
You see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They try again with Cohen. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the run is Gainwell. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Running right, this is Gainwell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Cohen will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. 3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. From 19 yards away. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now the point after try for Santos. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the 4th quarter. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. On 2nd down now. It's Cohen. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. Powerful running. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The 71 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Cohen gets it again on second. And he'll go down at the 28.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on second down. Cantrell. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Williams to return, and he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call.
That's what I'm frustrated about, man.
So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times is inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Yates. Incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Santos able to tack on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Ain't no joke out here right now.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10. They start the drive here with Gainwell. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. There he goes left side. And they are going to score again And yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run...
Got a 2-for-1 out there. Who is that? Shit. Fucking Drake from State Farm. Boom. Get your little ass out of here. That's so good.
It's been more spectacular than the last.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution. Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Oh, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
I'm thinking about the mental focus. You know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Hands it off out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. And they give this time to the tailback. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And they just took a timeout. With 2 seconds to go, this one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Okay.